George said it's difficult to play with LeBron James and says that, that's why many players don't want to go to LA and basically play with LeBron because guys find it difficult to play with him when asked about playing with Westbrook, and ex-teammates saying Westbrook is difficult to play with. We back, Goodfellas Sports TV, and kind of Paul George, and I'll link this article to the description, gave a brief insight, which he didn't want to go into it so much about playing with LeBron James. And, ESPN tried to, flip the script, and so will Fox try to flip the script and say, oh, it's just so much pressure to play with LeBron James. There's so much pressure, that's why guys don't want to play. Guys don't want to play with LeBron James because he doesn't, you have to change your game. You have to be more of a glue guy. You can't be the superstar with him. You've seen that wherever you went. You've seen that with Dwayne Wade when able to be the star he once was. Chris Bosh went from being damn near top 5, top 3 big men to being his career his reputation diminished to being a glue guy, a role player, scrappy big man, a stretch 4, stretch 5 type of big man, and that's right. No, that's right. It is tough to play with LeBron. LeBron is so ball dominant that he determines when you get yours. That's why Kyrie Irving didn't want to play with him. So, you can take it for it is what it is. But, like I say, man, that's probably one of the reasons these guys don't want to go play with him. Everything starts and ends with LeBron. He dictates the offense. You have to fit in with him. He doesn't have to make an adjustment to your game. And, he says that Westbrook is prepared every night. And, I guess he'd rather play with Westbrook in Oklahoma City, I guess Westbrook give him an opportunity to work out and, play the game. And I guess, what I'm saying, KD had a complaint about playing with Westbrook amongst other players that he was competing for shots with him. And, when he got an MVP, he wanted to get an MVP. But I guess, if most people had to pick, most people would pick LeBron because, with LeBron usually in the East, you would make a deep playoff run and make it to the finals. And woo. But, I knew Paul George wasn't going to completely leave him hanging to dry. But ultimately, I think that's why he didn't want to go to L.A. I don't think it was the pressure. I just think he didn't think him and LeBron was going to be a chemistry fit. And it's hard. It's hard to be a chemistry fit with LeBron, man. It's shown over and over again with Kyrie Irving, with Dwayne Wade, with Chris Bosh, now with the Lakers. It's tough to fit in with LeBron. I think LeBron fits better, with the Lakers so far, because they kind of letting Lonzo handle the ball a bit more, Rondo handle the ball a bit more, and they moving the ball and it's finding a hockey assist. They finding an open guy, but like I said before, it's just proofs in the pudding. Look at the superstars that LeBron played with most of the time. Their numbers do drop. They not or they not getting the volume that they would want, and that's one of the reasons Kyrie Irving left. Because he just said, he was just too ball down. He wanted to go somewhere else where he can, it could be his own team. Even now, it's looking like it's going to be Jason Tatum's team in Boston. But it's just the frustration of playing with LeBron. People don't understand he's so ball dominant. It's like, I've never seen a more ball dominant NBA superstar other than Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Well, everything, the end-all be-all starts with Iverson. The end-all be-all starts with LeBron James. No matter if he had Bosh, Wade, Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving. No matter what, it's all about him, and maybe he's stat chasing. Maybe people feel LeBron is stat chasing and padding his stats. Because Kevin Love, fell off, and people say Minnesota he was getting 20-20, and he was doing things. It was on a bad team though. It was on a real bad team. So, playing with LeBron is different, and it took Kevin Love a few years to adjust to getting respectable numbers playing next to LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. It was looking bleak. For him, he was looking like shit. They would have to move him, but ultimately, he found this niche. But ultimately, he never would reach that that pinnacle that he reached in Minnesota. He's not gonna reach that with LeBron. LeBron with big guys, you have to spot up and shoot threes, and they don't never let you post up and facilitate the offense through the post. It's like people want to understand if they don't know real ball, and people that know real ball know LeBron is hella ball dominant. He don't want to let nobody handle the ball. Or the only time he wants to let somebody handle the ball when the game on the line. When it comes to save his bacon. And that's just it, in my opinion. But with LA, he looking a little bit better though. I'm thinking if he's moving the ball like he is now, I think Paul George would probably want to go with him because now they moving the ball. But then again, you still probably would have Lonzo to share the ball on top of LeBron and Oklahoma City. No longer Melo there. It's just you and Westbrook. So, it just makes sense. It makes sense, man. Like, your numbers will dip with LeBron James. And then at the end of the day, when your numbers do dip, and people just think you're not doing your job, when you ain't used to taking people off the dribble, you ain't used to getting them ISOs, you ain't used to, you were used to running off of screens, catching and shooting, you used to being a vocal point, the offense going through you at least the first or second option. When he was with Danny Granger, he was the second option early on. He got hurt, he became the first option. In Oklahoma City, you the first option when Westbrook is hurt or off the floor. When he on the floor, you the second option. We used to be in the first and second option. Now, LeBron James is primarily the first, second option. Then you playing with Lonzo and Kuzma and guys of that nature. Some nights you might be the fourth or third option, depending on who got the high hand. And then you're not in no type of rhythm. So, you used to getting volume shots up. You used to getting 5, 6, 7, 8 shots up in a quarter. And now you getting 1 or 2 shots up. And now they saying you can't live up to the pressure. You a bust. You ain't living up to your contract because you ain't making your shots because you don't have a rhythm. You don't got the ball in your hands. It's like coming off the bench fucking with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? You're not in no type of rhythm. He dictates when you get the ball. And on top of that, then you have Lonzo and Rondo dictating when you get the ball, when they handling the ball. So, like I say, man, he'd rather just be the second option in Oklahoma City. And the first option, Westbrook ain't on the floor or off. And I respect him for that, man. I respect him. He didn't hang LeBron out to dry in the article. But, that's respectable right there, man. He say it's difficult to play with him. That's why guys don't want to play out there. Guys want to be that guy, man. Guys want to play with a Jason Kidd type of superstar. These wing guys, Butler, Leonard, George. They want to play, they want to play with, like they play in Boston a little bit, where they move the ball, stuff of that nature. Ball movement. They want to play in the Phoenix Suns system like Houston. I don't understand why he didn't, think about going to Houston. But, yeah, it'd been nice because Houston, everybody gets shots in Houston. Everybody shoots, B. You know what I'm saying? It's a good system, even though you're not the primary ball handler. But guess what? Though, Chris Paul and James Harden going to find you when you open. LeBron James, man, you might not get half the shots you got in Oklahoma City, Indiana, or San Antonio, not Toronto, or, in Minnesota. And guys feel that. The guys don't want to go there. And it ain't that they don't like LeBron James as a person, or it's the pressure. How they try to spin it. The pressure is mounting too much to go play with LeBron. It's too much pressure. Oh, Shea Sharp. No, it's not too much pressure. It's the simple fact that he ain't an easy guy to play with. He is the end-all, be-all in the offense in most systems. Cleveland and Miami to be exact. And somewhere in L.A. If he ain't got the ball in his hands, he's an ineffective guy. On the defensive end, he don't play no defense. He don't move without the ball. He don't post up. So if he ain't got the ball in his hands, it's hard for him to be an effective teammate. And guys know that, man. These dudes know what's going on. They know the game of basketball. And, it's funny, though, man, that Paul George would come out and say that with Kawhi Leonard being quiet and Jimmy Butler said, I just want to play with him. People think, because they had the wars in Chicago and Miami and Cleveland. No, it ain't about that. It ain't. He's ball dominant, man. Man, they see the way Kyrie Irving left, and Kyrie Irving was a dog. And the only time he really let Kyrie Irving rock when he was on the bench or when they in the finals, he needs somebody to save his bacon or they need some points. They seen the way Kevin Love numbers dip. They seen the way Chris Bosh numbers dip. They see how Dwayne Wade took a back seat. These dudes are in their prime. Remember that. They don't want to take no back seat to LeBron. They ain't want to take no back seat to LeBron. Kawhi Leonard don't want to go leave San Antonio where he was the man, to leave Toronto where he the man, to take a backseat to LeBron. Jimmy Butler obviously got an alpha male attitude. He don't want to take no backseat to LeBron. If you think he a top 20, top 50, top 10, top 5 player in the league, he don't want to take no backseat to LeBron. Paul George, the same thing. I'd rather be Robin to Westbrook to be Robin to LeBron, because Robin to LeBron is a distant 1 and 2. Very distant, and then some 2 and 3s can get in between that, making me a 4th option on LA. They could bring another star in still. Kyle Kuzma or Ingram might have a high hand and step up above me. And Westbrook, in Oklahoma City, I know it's me and Westbrook, man. So Y'all know what it is, man. It's Goodfellas Sports TV. Let me know what y'all think. I'll link the article in the description. Got another non-boxing video coming. Gonna squeeze more of those type of videos in today. Well-rounded channel. Shout out to everybody holding us down. One time for the one time. You want to make a donation, that link's in the description. Shout out to everybody making a donation, man. And, we're going to continue to do it. Shout out to Mr. Lang for making a donation tonight. We gone.